news on Fractured SMP. Fractured member tier_7 has reportedly been seen out and actually building his mega base and has been supposedly making substantial progress on his builds this season. We go to you to the field now for a key witness testimonial on what exactly has been seen and what Tier has been doing as of late.
Oh boy, it was crazy. I'm just sitting out here on my porch, minding the beautiful day, and man, I nearly spat out my sweet tea and dropped my biscuit when I saw Tyr out there. I've known him a long time, and I know sure as heck he ain't one to get out there and actually build stuff. You know, he once died and made me come and finish off building his mansion. Like, what the you gonna use it for? You're dead.
Thank you for that field tidbit. In other news, local authorities have been in pursuit of a wool thief who has supposedly been making his rounds on the server, shearing sheep in enclosed spaces. The authorities are still in pursuit of this perpetrator, but have warned all sheep owners to look after your sheep and consider putting up cameras in hopes to catch this perpetrator. And with that, I'm your host Tier, and I'm signing off with your great news outlet, Fractured News. Hello everybody, and welcome back. And I'm sure from this morning's news reports, that's freaking grass in the way. As I was saying, I'm sure from this morning's news report, you can tell I've been doing a lot of work behind the scenes. It's been a while. Honestly, I think it's been like a month or two since my last video. I'm not entirely sure. But I've been doing quite a lot around the base, and not like all at once. I know, like, oh, I just sat down and grinded behind the camera and got all this done. In fact, this has been done over the course of that month. Basically, lately, I've just been hopping on for like 5-10 minutes at a time and just building a little bit, because we're getting to that point in the season where I just gotta shut up and build. And when did I leave you here? As I was saying, yeah, I've just been getting on and doing like little builds, like I built that, and I left, and I got on, and I built that, and I left, and then etc, so on and so forth. Clearly not enough to make a video. But obviously that has left us here now with what is most of my bottom built out and no video to show for it. But with all that being said, I am slowly moving forward, and it's kind of inspired me to go ahead and move on to the next phase or next section and do a little bit more building on the mega base. This next part of the base that I want to start working on, actually on camera this time, is this mountainside right here. I did not originally actually plan on doing anything other than what's already here, but I'm gonna be honest, looking at this with the terraforming I did do, it's just not speaking to me right now. And since I've already done a bit of terraforming up along here for like the staircase I had to my portal and to the boardwalk, I'm gonna try and continue it out and like keep the same kind of look, because it's the same over here as well, minus this rock here. But I think I'm gonna make it less condensed. I'm gonna try and make it more spread out like this, maybe look a little bit more over here, just so it's, because this looks just like crunched up and like almost like it's just a bunch of crushed rock. I just didn't really like the look of it. At the moment, I'm just kind of placing some blocks just to try and get a basic look. I'm not really going for anything specific, but I know that I want it to seem a little bit more flat and less condensed. So you can't really see this with replay, but what I'm doing is I'm placing a couple blocks, and then I'm taking a further look, Get out of the way, Gas. In free cam, kind of deciding where I want to go with it. So I know, like, just then I noticed this side, I kind of want this side to pop up a bit more. So I'm going to place a couple blocks, come get out of the way. Look out, I think that looks pretty good. I think I might want it to be a bit taller. So just kind of come back in and take away a couple of these. Now the big thing I want to try, and I'm really trying to fix with terraforming this season, is like really down in the crooks in here on this rock here, and up close I mean you could tell it doesn't look that good, but if you come way out from a distance it looks like shadows, how shadows would naturally fall, and from a different angle a similar look. You could even see it even on these, on the garden section I did on the far side, how it looks a little bit shadow, and when you zoom in you realize it's different block textures. So that's kind of what I'm focusing on doing over here. So you know, you get things like a little bit of cobbled deep slate, put those right here up in the corners where you would expect them to be. You just take a step back and look at what you got. Definitely gonna do some more texturing and like small details with stairs and slabs, and eventually I'm gonna add some moss to it, but that is definitely a start. I think that really ties in pretty well. Now, I've been building a lot on my base, but I can't spend all of my time and all of my videos doing that, because not only is that boring for y'all, but it's mind-numbing for me. So, we're at a good friend Preston's base, and I've got a great idea of showing him our fun visit utilizing this structure behind me. So let's get into it. Well, folks, there is a prank finished, and with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end today's episode, and I will see y'all next time.